Well, everyone that likes soccer or likes sports knows that Kune still plays.
Playing, yeah.
Guys, but also, wait.
There was the
What's
interview that I saw of him. Nah.
Yeah.
Of
When
who?
they're
Of
asking-
Mr. Katlego Mphela?
Yeah.
Is he like Mphela's dad? Sorry. Oh, nonsense. Right. Oh,
I think for the first time, I feel like I can actually be on Tsikima's wise side and be like, you know what, you are okay. I'm not saying she never spoke sense back then. I think if
My whole point of government is empowerment.
yeah,
How is the Pia Kokasi or in a tavern giving any empowerment to the youth?
exactly, it's crippling them.
If you're coming from a household where alcohol is a thing, and when are you in school and you see your government figures, they promoting this alcohol thing, then in your head, like my father does it, the government's doing it, then it's not
Let's
so
roll.
bad. Let's
Yeah,
go
It's
with
correct.
it.
That's
The
why-
government-
What it do, what it does. Welcome to it. It's yet another episode of a Global Streetz Live. And my name is Karen Mteto Nyambosomushe, the young girl from the ghetto doing big things in the city. The best podcast to ever chop it up. Your one-stop shop for everything entertainment, lifestyle, politics, whatever it is, you name it, we serve it and we got it. To my left, which is going to be your right, is Khwitsi Yona because he knows everything that needs to be known. And the man who I wish had a less ego, Lesego. And behind the camera, my favorite person, Kagiso on the other side. I could say, Bishop, if not, make the camera
Yo,
not.
yo, yo, yo.
You already know what it is. And our VVIP is you at home is watching or wherever you're actually tuned in from. Thank you so much for giving us a piece of your time. Don't forget to comment, share, like, subscribe, and tell your friends that the baddest podcast that runs the streets better than any nyaupe is in the place. Okay?
There we go. There we go. There we
Just
go.
say, just say. So guys, sanibona ni right ngikrandi ngiyaphila kaphileka.
Simnandi.
Kumnandi namhlanje ngiyabona kuthekekile etafuleni asikho lapho
Nandi.
mara
Of
guys,
course.
let's speak about the past week. Does anyone have anything specific to share that they went through? Because I do.
Okay, maybe you the one who needs to do the sharing.
I'm ready to share. Okay, so as we all know, the festive season is nearing, right? And South Africa,
Very close.
Yeah. Oh, bablinya.
Wanye.
So right now, this past weekend, well, by the time this airs, it will be this past weekend. We
Yeah.
had like Rocking the Daisies. We had the Summers on the 18th. We had the Nedbank Youth X23
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Awards. So many things were happening this weekend. I managed to catch at least two of the events. I was at the Nedbank UX23, which is like the youth awards, where they're basically cultivating a spirit of entrepreneurship in young people, investing in them. That was lit. The lineup was insane. We're talking like Maglera, Mphela, yo, Kespanyo Vest, the Uncle Waffles, and our keynote speaker was Candice Mdisele, and the MCs for the day were Primo Baloi and Anele Zondo. Let me tell you, guys, I'm just gonna tell you this. TikTokers are coming for every bag there is.
You can say that again.
Podcasters are coming for every bag there is too.
Okay.
So leave it away. I feel like now we're moving to a point in life where the internet is a currency.
Is the currency, yeah, practically.
True. That's
So
very true.
that was dope. And after that, we got some really dope YouTubers, as we were speaking about the internet, that are in South Africa right now. They're like Christian YouTubers, super cool. There's something we call We Need to Talk tour that they're doing. So it's like a group of friends that are like poets, artists, and creatives, It's I think it's Ezekiel and his wife as well. And then we also have, I think it's Peterson. I'll remember his name. So they're in South Africa right now and they're doing like a tour. And basically it is so cool because it's like a podcast. They have podcasts, but they actually have like young people in the room and we converse about life, marriage, falling into adultery, sin. And like, I feel like that was the most amazing thing because guys, we were even delving into topics of why South African men are as broken as they are. We were talking about, guys, anything that you think African spirituality with people that are from America. And we could dissect the questions, we could dissect the topics. And I think one of the things that stood out for me was when we were talking about South Africa and the GBV things. Guys, batho ba ka mo ntle ba tseba gore banna ba rona ba etsa ntho tse snacks. And we actually sat and we prayed about it. And we were one of the, you guys know this, there's a podcast thing, support group, Kalandota or something. You know, those kind of matota, like Patrick Shai used to run it. I don't know if you guys know.
I remember it.
You know,
Yeah.
one of those like, so one of the like boys who does it, I think it's Hulisani, not Ectapa Scandal, the guy, he was there, you know, and he was giving out.
I think you mean Hungani.
Hungani, yes, that's his name. And he was giving out statistics like he feels like one of the reasons why South Africa's so messed up and we're like the top country when it comes to crime and like, you know, the
these funny
GBV
things,
is because did you know 44% of men in South Africa by their time they reached 10 were sexually assaulted by
44%. That's
44%.
almost 50%.
Yeah, it's
So it was like, did you guys know?
number.
Because everyone's like, why are the men so angry? Why are the men so bitter? Did you know that 44% of South African men are highly likely to reach the age 10 ba rapilwe or ba hetilwe ke someone who is entrusted to them, who is immediate family.
Yeah.
So they grow up with the thought, ya hore, I'm not the only one who's going to feel this.
And you know the funny thing, the Nazareth killer, he only used to kill women.
And probably
And-
there's a trauma behind that.
Yes, so the stepmother used to abuse him, sometimes chain him up like a dog and all that. So he grew up with that resentment
Yeah,
of
for
hating
women,
women. Yes.
yeah.
So I understand when Barry we broken to a point because somehow 44% of us
Yeah.
experience trauma that
Yeah.
breaks a person.
Yeah, and speaking of trauma that breaks a person, dude, we actually sat down and we're like, you know, Maukala, bazothi you're a simp. Guys, actually, before you, so I'm gonna give the viewer a taste of what happened to give you context. We were talking right off camera, and I'm like, you're a simp. You see toxic masculinity. And these are one of the things that we were delving into detail about yesterday. Like, guys, man, men need to cry. And also, we need to be in a position where, as men, if a man confides in you, you're not going to fight with him. And they say, that's why you don't have access to your kids. You know, we also, as women, need to learn to do better for men to feel safe enough to be vulnerable.
To throw in a young 2 cents there. It's easy to say men need to cry, men need to do this, but the society though is gonna perceive you in a different way, and unfortunately we are influenced by the society, and it matters what people say about you. So if people are gonna be saying that you are a simp because you crying and whatever, it's a good thing to cry because you're letting out all of that hurt. You know, you need to do something about it, and that's you doing something about it. But unfortunately, not in the society that we live in. Whether you live in South Africa or in the US, it doesn't matter. The internet.
true. So I do agree with that. I think we've also just been raised like that from
Sure.
birth. Even our parents, you know, our aunts or older sisters, brothers, and you name it. When you fall and you hurt yourself and it's painful, there's an immediate oskala, umshiman. You get what I mean? So I think it's embedded from birth,
Sure.
and then we get to society, who also is living with that expectation to say, no, you are not going to cry. You are a man. You must take it, type of thing. And that's probably another reason why the suicide rate is on the men's side.
Sure.
And it's increasing so much because there's no place or platform for us to cry and not necessarily be judged for it.
You know, to add my 2 cents, you know, if you're a woman and you're sexually liberated, society says you're a hoe.
True.
You understand? So
Yeah.
one thing we must understand at times with society, you don't live alone. You know, in psychology, you can say I'm beautiful, but in sociology, you can't say I'm beautiful. Other people need to tell you you're beautiful for you to perceive
Sociology,
yourself as being
absolutely.
beautiful. So I guess society's input does play a big role.
Absolutely. I'm just going to wrap it up and say, guys, if you are touched by this, I promise you guys, even you guys, like, take time, search the We Need to Talk tour. You know, it's by Preston Perry. Jackie Hill Perry, Kiana Azonwa, and Ezekiel Azonwa. They are amazing. They are doing great things on YouTube and on social media. And I feel they are the change we need in this generation to just get rid of the toxicity, get rid of like the tough things that are like, just take time and find out who these people are and what they have to say. You are going to be amazed at the work that they are doing to make sure that as a generation, not only as a country, we heal so we can move forward. And speaking of moving forward, it's also been an eventful week in the Mujolo flex of life. So for context sake, man, there's a lot been going on. I'm gonna touch on Kim K. You know, ke baby mama Edulan Lebana and Aling Chelete that is still wrecking it, you know. And just to be considerate to our viewers that don't speak Vernac, talk about Kim Kardashian. We all know she's from a wealthy family. I think one of the most powerful in terms of like entertainment, one of the most powerful families in the world. And she allegedly is getting about 3.4 million rands worth of child support from Kanye West. That's not all. We also have Faith Nketsi in the mix of things. We're also gonna delve into that. And we also in the mix of things, P. Diddy le ena ba ro shapa Casey. Dlamini le ena armang akesali. By the way, khune sampana dlala ball. A re tsebe. Re tlo qala ka Kim for the sake of making this make sense. You've got money, you're from a very rich family, and your sex tape made you who you are. You don't need money from that man. Why are you taking 3.4 million rands from a man? What do you think about pay? You got somebody. Imagine now when alle mama see chops. The mamas are at 3.4 million. Yeah, na child support.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. Like, I think, is it even a must for him to cough out that much? Is he okay with it?
I mean, it's easy. He got money.
He's moneyed. So she's also moneyed. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like,
You're on the fence.
It does. Yeah, I'm still on the fence. You know, I think it's not breaking anybody at this point. Maybe if it was somebody else who was expected to pay that much and was probably not making that much, then it would probably be a different view for me.
So do you think he's paying it because he's Kanye? Because guys, there's no way. 3.4, I said per annum, right? This is per month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many kids are there? Like 4?
Yeah, you see, you also look at that, but their lifestyles.
Facts, but the
You
mother
know,
can afford.
True, the mother can afford, but that's why I'm also saying that
What depends
could
on
it be
what it-
coming from him as well to say, you know, I'm the father.
don't mind, yeah,
I
so-
need to be present, and
But financially-
because he's not, maybe as
compensate her.
there as often as expected or as often as he might have been in the past. He just feels that, okay, this is how much I need to just give. I want my children to live in total.
That's insane. You're a daddy to a girl. How would you feel?
So, right? The thing is, I don't know facts to the story. But
yeah.
I would like to think that he's the one that's okay with
Willingly.
Yeah, willingly, yeah.
It feels
because
like it.
I'm sure if he had to take the case to court, the court would definitely
reduce
not,
it.
you know.
Exorbitant.
I think it's because I know Kanye, especially from social media. I know him as a guy that likes his children. So I think maybe this is something that he does willingly. He doesn't have a problem with it. He also knows that Kim has money.
Yeah.
And Kim doesn't have small money. Kim has big money too.
Yeah.
So I think maybe he's doing it willingly. It's because
Yeah,
maybe
it sounds more like
he
willingly.
thinks that it's my job to
Provide for my
to
kids.
provide for my kids.
Yeah.
Because maybe the mother is already doing too much because she stays with the kids. So maybe this would be my
Divorce Yabatuba was, I think, finalized this month.
this month.
This
Finally.
month, yeah. So, because they had like a prenup.
Okay.
So they're just going to share whatever assets they have, but they're not going to pay any spousal support to one another.
Sure.
So 200K, the 200K meaning in dollars, because the 3.4 is in rand. The 200K is for child support. And then any other expenses they're going to split. Like school fees, they're going to split. Security, they're going to split. Everything else, they're going to split. And they have a 50-50 split of the kids. But rumor has it that Kim has the kids 80% of the time.
How though? Because she's
So,
always touring. She's always busy.
30%.
80%.
80.
Or
80.
80%.
She's like 80.
So now, it so is that Kanye, what pisses him off is not the child support money, but that he doesn't get enough access to the kids.
To the kids.
Yeah.
Mara abe
So
sharp,
are you saying, are you saying that he has a problem with paying that much?
No, he does. Money's not a problem to him.
Okay. It's the
Problem is
access.
access to the kids.
or he wants to be able to take the kids?
So
and-
is he being denied?
No, lawfully they
access.
have a 50-50 split.
Yeah.
Legally and
So it's more availability on his side.
he wants to have like more
time with the kids?
time, input with the kids, yeah.
You know what? This is, I feel like I'm also not one to comment on this because, like, with two different baby daddies, I'm gonna just keep quiet because I'm gonna sound bitter, man. Because I feel like one of many things, paying money does not guarantee your place as a father. It doesn't mean you are just paying for what needs to be done. And if he's the one who willingly wants to spend time with the kids, he must also, guys, if we're being honest, I would understand why Kim has reservations because remember, he's wildy and it's weird. So I'll feel comfortable with full access with the kids, especially if it's not monitored or like watched out, because like he doesn't behave. And guys, it's not even a thing of but I just feel like if Kanye West was my baby daddy, I'd also be like, ish. Because when anything, you
But
do
Kim K
anything.
Utwile, she came out, I in the video, I think it's North,
Okay.
the first child. Where every time Hatato Chakalan Tato I compare lifestyle ya Kim with the father. And
Which one is
everything the
better?
father
Which one is
does,
better though?
the father. He's like the father has the cooler apartment.
Okay.
He likes style at High, the way like so.
But they close. The firstborn is really close with.
Yeah.
But basically, I'm
a
just
recent
pointing
video
to your
as well.
point, Yahore. He might be wild and out on camera,
But with the
but you find
babies-
behind scenes with the kids, he's a different
But
kind.
there's also benefit of the doubt. There's nothing that he has done that is posing a risk to the children.
Sure.
So I don't necessarily feel that there should be that element of possessiveness to say, no, I should have more
I trust
time
the
with the
kids.
children, or I don't trust you to actually go out with the children. I feel like, you should be monitored, so
And also, just to also, I think coming after what you said that Kanye is weird. He is weird. I actually agree with you, right? He is weird because now he's walking barefoot. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. That guy is
As in
crazy.
cal food, like cal.
Yeah, like he's walking with socks and shit. So he doesn't wear shoes anymore. Walking in the mall. So he is weird, right? However, Kim cannot come here or cannot start saying that this guy is weird because this is the weirdness that she dealt with. Yes, maybe he had a different kind of weirdness back then. Now he's advanced with his weirdness, right?
Advanced.
He's now walking barefoot or with socks and whatever. But also you need to think that this guy, these are his kids. So I'm definitely sure he wouldn't do some crazy shit with them.
Yeah, because at this point we're not even sure. And I'm gonna dodge the bullet. We're moving along.
Alrighty.
Because I was about to go into it. I was walking into it. P. Diddy, Sean Combs. So he's affectionately known as P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. Sean Combs, who he was dating Cassie for quite some time. They were together for quite some time and they had a relationship 10 years.
even surprised they're still together.
Jesus. No, they're not together anymore. Cassie's married now to someone else.
Yeah, they're
but
not
it's only now that she decided to sue their
It's only
brother.
now.
Gore-
Okay.
Namushapa, they like apparently used to beat her and abuse her physically.
So Diddy,
Sexually.
after Baklugana, they had a NDA.
A non-disclosure agreement.
Yeah, so the reason Cassie now came out is because the NDA expired. And when it expired, P. Diddy came, is like, you know what? Since this NDA has expired, let me give you 30 million for you to keep quiet. So girl was like, hell nah. But apparently now, after one day of the lawsuit, they squashed it. Like,
So wait, what does squash it mean?
They
Pidi Lupa did
settled- Yeah, they settled out of
out of court.
Yeah.
God.
But guys, what about the defamation? Do you understand? I'm never gonna see P Diddy in the? What about the defamation of character?
Is it
I don't even
defamation
think
if it's true, though?
defamation. Because I mean, if it is defamation, you wouldn't want to settle something like
Exactly.
this out of court so quick.
Exactly.
You get what I mean?
Another
so I think there is,
you get
what I mean? So I think PDD's playing smart. And yes, in the media, he might be like, nah, this is not true, this is whatever. But now he's also thinking about it. Hey, there is a possibility that there is going to be evidence from the past, maybe photos, friends, and everybody's just gonna come for him.
And also, I think he knows that there's evidence that is going to support those claims.
Exactly.
Because you're definitely not going to settle anything.
But
it. So
irrefutable
You're
evidence.
pissed off because now
Exactly.
somebody's coming at you and saying, nah, you raped me, you did this, you did that. You're gonna be pissed off. You're gonna fuck. I wanna actually show these
Yeah.
people
That I
that
didn't
this
do
girl
this.
is fucking losing it.
I want my day in court.
You get what I mean? I want my day in court.
But
So
PDD was quite smart because, like LSG is saying, he doesn't want what R. Kelly and is it Bill Cosby
Yeah.
went through.
yeah, okay.
Remember, it takes one brave person to come out for all your scandals to come out.
So
now-
nip it in the bud real quick.
So now, if they settle out of court, Cassie can't come back and say, no, but you did 1, 2, 3. It
Shut
means
up.
whatever.
It means, yeah,
yes,
you shut the fuck up. Practically.
Shut up.
yes, that's what it means.
Yeah.
But also, she's a coward for taking the money because now I'm like, oh, so bonga justice. You
Mofuna
wanted
nje
money.
imali, yeah.
Yeah. Shukuthi maybe Sean comes to kuye allegedly. Uzokai 10 rand. What? Oh, 10 rand. Nyokpayis. So manje sakapatala sekuyi 30 rand.
Yeah. I think that's
I
exactly
hate
what
that
happened.
nonsense.
I think it's pretty obvious.
I hate that. If you're gonna shut me up with money, it means my intention was not to out.
I wanted an
and
offer.
And
Sure.
just to rewind back to what we're saying about men abuse thing. Akere, Justin Bieber and Chris Brown also came like partially under PDD's wing.
Where?
Ne?
Yeah.
So if Chris Brown, this is a big if. If Chris Brown ne,
Yeah.
was somehow experienced the same trauma or similar trauma,
Yeah.
won't that not justify but make sense why he's also beating up women?
Guys, he beat up Rihanna. Is that
No, also there was an ex that he beat up.
So-
Allegedly, even guys, allegedly.
So I think the other thing that you guys, well, not you guys, but the other thing that Casey is not seeing with regards to this thing is that her story, yes, it will definitely seem like maybe she wanted money. Maybe PT was like, you're not getting this much. And she was like, okay, ngizokubonisa, and then she went there and then they settled
Yeah.
the day later. Also, this thing, what is it saying about the other women that probably went through the same thing with the same guy? Is it not saying that now, because they probably got hope from
Because
Casey?
I
that
also saw like
Casey
an
is a
article
big
saying
deal.
somebody, like all the people who have actually had this experience or similar experiences,
Yeah.
please come forward.
Exactly.
And now,
You don't want
obviously,
that.
the following day, boom, settlement. You're right to say it is gonna bring about, it did bring about hope.
Because-
but now all that is just the
Exactly.
stuff of pipes.
Casey is a big deal. Casey is big, right?
Yeah.
And as a victim that went through the same thing with the same guy, now you're thinking, my time is now.
My time is now.
Now I can actually add on to this thing.
Yeah.
The next thing you hear
I can
that
understand why she took the money.
Why?
Okalo Cholal PDD early 19. PDD was in his 30s. Ne? From the onset, it's just been abuse. There's even a story where PDD beat her up so badly and quote unquote took her to vacation to Hawaii so she can recover there, but made it seem like she took Cassie on vacation. Ne? To a point that Cassie was even saying on one of those case documents that this man is well connected. He has police on the payroll.
Yeah, obviously.
like-
I mean, if you're that big, guys.
He has
come on.
like
He's Puff
like-
Daddy.
big shots in his payroll. I mean, since the breakup, when last did you hear about Cassie?
Yeah, I also
So sooner or later, the money will run dry. You understand? And I also don't feel like Cassie's struggle. She must be fighting for all the other people as well.
Okay. Wait. Let's turn this car. And I feel like
Like
you want
if the cash settlement for her was enough, yes, it won't eradicate the trauma she experienced, but if it was enough
had to
for
wait
her
out.
to live comfortably for the rest of her life, then so be
Yeah,
it.
but
Those who
don't-
experience other traumas will come for PDD personally for
Le
themselves.
bona abayiqalele yabo.
Bayiqonele, eh.
The problem they can't. You know, when you go for
close.
someone big, it always needs to be a case where there's more people.
Le bangata.
Because Casey probably came through because she has enough evidence on her own
Yeah.
to support her claims.
And she wasn't there for
The
long enough.
other people that probably was
just-
part of the staff or part of the, the
were
stable
passing.
and everything else, they don't have anything. And they don't even have the money to come for Diddy because Diddy is going to make sure that shit is squashed with the lawyers very soon.
But the shit that used to happen there, allegedly also PDD would have like this weird fantasies, then he would get like
Don't
nail
Michael
sticks.
Jackson the story. Now you are Michael Jackson the story. Come back. Don't Michael Jackson the
No,
story.
but
to be
Don't
honest
Michael
with you,
Jackson the
there's-
story.
And it's very traumatic.
Allegedly, sorry.
There's been a lot of stories about Diddy coming out, even
Coming out what? Like to be
no, like a lot, like the whole allegations of being gay,
Yeah, I
no.
know.
Sick night thing.
No, I've never heard that.
Tupac thing.
What
There's
about Tupac?
there've been so many stories lately about him, and I'm
That's,
thinking,
that's what I'm saying. It seems like it's the downfall of PDD.
Yeah, it
Everything
is.
is
Everything is
just coming out for him.
Sorry.
Let's rather take this to Faith and Ketty and Mr. Njilo, guys. So the guy is involved in yet another scam or scandalous fraud. As Magu Babu Njilo, I don't know. So wait. I just want you guys to help me with this, right? If you're married to someone for less than 24 hours, you can have your marriage annulled, right? But only if it's like less than 48 hours and stuff. How long were these people? Are they still together? Because there were rumors that she's not with Ubabunjilo anymore.
From the show, because she has a reality show, right?
Oh, living faith of
Yeah, she spoke
Why are you
like
laughing?
someone.
Hey, OG.
She spoke like someone that is not together with the guy anymore because apparently, so this guy allegedly is running a scam of selling trucks, right? So he will come to you and say, there's this truck, I know that you're into trucks and truck business and whatever, so this truck, I'm selling it, and then you will pay the money, you will never see the truck, right?
Yeah.
So there's a story that I read a couple of months ago, similar story, a guy from Durban. This story, it's a similar story, but this one, I think they gave him the truck, and then there was something wrong with the truck, and then he said, okay, bring the truck, I'll give you another one. He never saw
never
it.
did.
Yeah,
Okay.
he never saw. The crazy thing about this story, I read a story about Faith also saying from the show that he's not sure about the marriage anymore
Okay.
because this guy sold one of her cars and she
Swindler.
she never saw the money.
Shit.
So
You fall in love with the scammer and the
this
scammer
is her
scams
car,
you.
not a car bought by him.
yeah, this is like her personal car. So for me, it is crazy
tricky.
because if you can fraud people from outside and then fraud your wife,
wife, then that-
No, but do you think ke go kry-a o le fraudster nna ke exception? It's giving the Lulu is strong in this one.
yeah, Mara, you know you
But
can
you
fraud.
think, Gore, you are stealing from other people to support me.
Exactly.
How special are you?
me.
I was stealing before you were in the picture. That means stealing is in my blood, bro.
It is in your blood, but part of that stealing now that I'm with you is gonna benefit me.
I'll steal from you to give you. Mina, the thing is, I steal. I don't have boundaries about where I steal. I steal to take care of you. So I will steal that and give the money back to you. Go spoil the guy. Nana.
See it.
The kind,
I'll regular the Louis Vuitton.
you know, the kind
Alleged.
of, if he is, I mean, this is alleged, all of it.
Yeah, this
Please
is alleged.
don't come for us. But the kind of a thug that I would expect him to be is the
Yeah.
thug that is like Thabo Bester.
Hey,
Was a
that's
thug,
now a thug.
but everything that he enjoyed with Nandipa.
Exactly.
They were living in Craigor Park and shit. Everything was dope, So that's what you would think if the guy is
Okay.
a thug.
Do you have
You
any
go
loss?
and still outside and then you come back sidla kamnandi la endlini. Why kungamelanga sidla kamnandi utshontshela thina la endlini?
If a guy was to ever steal from me, I'd be a bitter ex, okay? And speaking about bitter exes, Minnie Dlamini. So, okay, for context, Minnie Dlamini was, I just feel like she never catches a break, but she must just also keep quiet. So she went out on social media, allegedly, right? Or was it a live? I'm not quite sure, but like,
It was
she has a
live.
new show.
all right. Do you want to paint? Do you want to paint the picture of the of King? Or paint the picture and like, because all we know, she was dissing Kune. What's that? Giving
So
better
Minnie has a new show that plays on Mzansi, I think.
Is it like a reality show?
She's a presenter there, so
I
it's
think she's the presenter, and
Okay.
Isn't it like a sports show or something?
it is also a bit of entertainment.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's
okay,
like a
okay.
nice.
Yeah,
It's like the one that she was doing with Lungi Lekhat. Like the vibe.
Yeah,
like
that
it's-
one's typical sports.
yeah.
So, but this one
This one is a bit more lifestyle.
combination
Yeah.
of,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
So on that show, I think they were closing the show. That's when also it's a new show because I
Yeah.
catched the first episode, I think before this thing. I think it was within the same episode. So I think it started last week.
Yeah.
But I saw it on Saturday.
Yeah.
So that is where she said the whole thing. My opinion about this thing, I think this thing was planned because this is a new show. People need to know about the show, right? Right now, we're providing context to people that saw the video, but they don't know where that video is from. So now they know that that's a new show that she presents. Because someone,
okay.
whoever that said that thing, said it on her ear. I think it's the director of the show.
Allegedly.
Well, I think because she was speaking to someone that we couldn't see or hear. So I would like to think they were speaking through, you know. So I think that piece of her saying that thing, I think it was for people to be
A
aware.
publicity stunt.
Yeah. I think I don't think it was. I mean, everyone knows that Kune. Well, everyone that likes soccer or likes sports knows that Kune still plays.
Playing, yeah.
Guys, but also wait. Kuna doesn't play. He just stops goals from getting inside the net. Is that playing?
Don't be technical about it.
Okay, sorry. Okay, so wait. So meaningly we say, "Hola, loyo." Is that what she said?
Yeah, practically. Witty, how can Tikina still play? You know? And yeah, I heard a voice in the background like he was playing that Dave Vele type of thing.
Oh,
And she had like this facial expression of
Nearing body
like,
language.
what? No, like it seemed like she was really surprised at the fact that the nigga still plays. So
Can we call her Beta X though?
Well, now that you paint the picture that way, I
I
just
think
think,
Twitter was quite harsh.
now that you guys paint it that way, I just feel it's just like ukilabana guys like like after a breakup, you really don't care. Like a person ceases to exist.
besides it-
so I just feel like maybe she's just like, oh, okay, sure. Like,
People were even dragging about when you're single, you paying spousal support.
But you
Kun
must
is
also
happily
remember-
married, and like, why they now lashing? Like,
Okay, now that I understand the context, no, ipat like a shame.
but you must also remember how
Yeah.
the relationship also went, you know?
with Kune.
With Kuna and Minnie, you know, I think in the beginning, if not mistaken, there was dowry paid and it was just exorbitant.
Awukore magadi, you are black
And-
lobola.
Yeah, you know? So,
Yeah.
yeah, obviously, you know, after the Kuna thing, she went on to somebody else, which also did not work. And people also maybe felt good. Minnie's coming with some other vibes. So when she goes out like this, I think a lot of people are also not really liking her that much anymore. And that's probably why she received the response that she did
Yeah,
on Twitter.
I feel like that's the thing. Uyabona umuntu ekuphile. It's like, for example, namanje, if Ochi decides to say, "Ya vele,
Yeah, yeah,
bemkuphile vele," and I just feel like that's just where she is. Ipat like.
So if this was a publicity stunt, which I believe it is,
You're strong there. Like,
do we now say, because like you saying, people don't like her like that anymore, right? So what are we saying? Are we saying that this publicity stunt was a bad call?
hey,
Because
The
also you need
technicalities.
to understand that her and Kune back in the day, they were a thing. Like they were really a thing. So
yeah.
she knew that if I go there, she would have trended the same way that she trended this past week. It became a talk of the town. So yes, that is the only way. Yes, people they're going to be mean because, like we are saying, people don't really vibe with her like they used to.
As they used to, yo.
But she
Well, that's
knew
true. Yeah.
with the publicity stunt that this thing is going to work,
No, wait.
So, you know,
and it worked.
yeah. I think, yes, publicity stunt and
Possibly.
the goal of drawing people to know that she's now on this new show,
Sure.
that might have worked. However, the response on Twitter was mostly negative to say, you know what, fuck you, you shitty asshole type of thing.
Yo.
You know?
X.
But I think it worked, but the response was just negative.
Who posted this video?
I think someone.
Then it can't be her, because if you're saying someone was alluding to the conversation in her earpiece and she was merely conversating, that means that person was recorded without her consent. That means the show was not really running. Maybe nearly the BTS or something.
The footage or the video is from the show, so
Yeah, it
that
is.
part made it to the show.
Maybe she was honestly just flabbergasted. I don't know. I just look, man.
Yeah, hence I'm saying it was an immediate response of surprise. Nah, it might not have been planned,
Sure.
but yeah, I think it came across wrong.
But if they had,
Yeah.
they knew that this part is going to actually taint the show. If maybe it
Cause
was
a
not
stir,
planned,
yeah.
right? Why did it
Why
make
did
it
they
to the
air
show?
it, yo?
Okay. Because I feel like authenticity, man. We got certain parts of the show that we still keep because you're trying to be authentic. But I just feel like we date soccer players for the money, and just be okay with my sister that it's not working anymore, Minnie. Don't worry, you're still hot. You're gonna get yourself a young Sampaudi. Still mad for what you did to Bra Quintin. Bra Quintin,
Sampa.
you know, if you want to be a stepfather, you can holler at me 0839133030. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we'll find sis Minnie, soccer player nyana. Government itla mo kenya mo tšheleteng, mo fe sasa nyana ya batho ba ba ratang di soccer player like Modende Wadi. So imagine if Modende Wadi soccer player. Modende Wadi soccer player. That would be dope. Yes, no?
Wow.
No,
No?
no.
How, guys, imagine if your career ends. Ukaya Modende, uli soccer player. Don't other countries do that, like for Mercy?
So other countries, what they do, or other leagues, whatever they say. So until they take a portion of your salary and they invest it, because they're tired of soccer players after retirement. Baba broke. So
But it's
instead
not
of
just soccer players. I think it's just everybody in entertainment. I
anyone, leave Mutuas Panang 9 to 5, but
Yeah, we
who
just got the
Baba Polo, ne? Who Baba Polo? Like Bo Ronaldo. Ronaldo has experienced that. Maybe not Ronaldo Oano, like the Ronaldo.
I don't even know the
Brazil,
difference.
Yeah.
I only know one Ronaldo. So how Ronaldo?
No,
Because I give him
the
Ronaldo.
original.
Ronaldo.
What is that? Is that that's a replica. Guys, what are you
The
talking about?
original Ronaldo.
Look, guys, I'm just talking about Kopareto show gore mo South Africa, the soccer player dina le mdende, because go na le soccer player right now enkare inida mdende. Agir, elesi.
Well, I don't know about that, but I think you're speaking about Katlego Mphela.
I don't know. I didn't mention any names.
So what is he saying?
Wait.
So Katlego Mphela, obviously he trended the entire week. I think he started trending last week because he got a job as a sales executive at a VW dealership. This is after, like, Katlego Mphela, guys. I don't know if the people don't know Katlego Mphela. Katlego Mphela used to be the top striker. Like, that guy played for Kaizer Chiefs and he played for Sundowns. Those are the bigger teams that he played for. So I'm stressing the top part. As a top striker, you can imagine how much he was getting paid.
I'm a girl, so paint a picture.
I don't know. I don't know much about back then, and also in South Africa we don't pay that much, but you do get a player.
Good money.
Those guys get paid
You do
pretty
get a
well.
player that gets a young 500K per month.
Yeah, that's on average.
Some
For
are getting
for
more, by the
larger
way.
leagues. You know what I mean? Oh, the larger teams.
What?
Yeah.
Whether la dlala or la dlali.
Nah, my nigga, in South Africa.
No, I mean like, do you get that
Yeah, so
salary
that's a
whether
monthly-
the match or not?
It's a salary.
It's
Whether
a
you
bonus.
whether you-
Earlier teaming and you win, then that's like a bonus.
yeah, sometimes
Then
you get a
split that.
bonus after that.
Yeah.
So,
So they bag it.
Some of them get paid the bonus keep a goal. So if a striker like he is,
Yeah.
every time he scores a goal,
There's an
it's
extra.
a bonus.
What's a striker, guys? Because
People that score
I'm
goals.
thinking I'm a pisquita sekas.
Yeah, you know those biscuits and
Yeah.
suckers. Nah, they have the
They hit the
guy
goal
with
for-
the soccer ball and stuff.
Yeah, but I don't know what position.
the striker score goals. It's
There
the
we-
guy that stands.
The picture of
Yeah,
the
the picture
biscuits
of
is the
the-
guy
yeah,
scoring
kicking.
a goal. Okay, thank you.
So obviously the social media had a hoo-ha about it with regards to he's down and out. He was a top player. He works as a sales executive. Now he's selling cars. What about the money that he used to make
Bangena.
back then?
But
can
does
say
it
that
mean
again.
he does not have money? Like, is this
Antana.
is,
come on.
is it,
I don't know.
okay? Let me paint a picture. Let me paint a picture.
Paint
for
it,
you,
dog.
nah?
There's no way you ask me
Here's
that
this
question.
ex superstar, soccer star.
Yeah.
He's at home, he's bored, and he feels like, you know what? Let me be smart about things instead of getting into maybe drugs or just being bored. I used to love VW. I've driven all the models that came there, VW. I really love this brand. Let me actually go and work there. It could be that.
Out of all the fabricated stories and lies and possibilities and twisted turns and plot twists I've ever heard in my life, that one is the worst.
No, like
It is
honestly,
a lie.
it could be that, you know. And if
Yeah, it could be, but it's not.
okay, let's say if he is broke, then I still feel it's a smart move. It'll
Sure.
work.
For
It's
me-
just unfortunate because in the past, you get celebrities who would be like, guys, I'm broke. They come and they cry. They tell you how broke they are. They put their bank account details and they want people to support them. So he's not pulling that. He's like, you know what? I'm
like
gonna man
Dr.
up
Malinga.
and go out there and hustle.
You know, for me, what he did. By the way, I don't think the story that you gave, the case in this case. I don't think he still has money, and he,
Bro.
you know,
But he's waiting for like 60. How old is
Go
he now?
sleep, bro.
I
Go
think he's
sleep.
maybe.
You're tired.
There was an
was 40.
interview that I saw of him. Nah?
Yeah.
Of
Where
who?
they're
Of
asking-
Mr. Katlego Mphela?
Yeah.
Is he like Mphela's dad? Sorry.
So because I think at some point, I'm not sure if it was the highest amount. He used to get like 300 grand a month.
How many years ago?
Couple of years ago, like 9 or 8 years ago. So
Imagine how currency when I was so strong.
yeah, so now, Bamabota Hore, didn't you try doing investments and whatnot with that money? And he's like, yeah, I tried opening a Shisanyama, it failed. I tried doing this, it failed. So he's like, right now, I'm not completely dry, but I don't have any income coming in. And it doesn't matter how
Money
rich you
running out.
are.
Okay.
If you don't have any money coming in, sooner or later it will finish.
Okay, OG.
And also, he's not employed yet. He's like what do you call a trainee? He's still under probation. If he performs, then you'll get the job. But if he doesn't perform,
Oh,
It's
at
not
the
the selling
dealership.
gaga.
yeah.
Oh,
So the dealership is owned by his friend. So he's still under.
huh?
It gets
Jaya.
worse.
Those are good friends.
By the way,
friend.
you were the baller in the group. Now you're broke. Come work for me. I don't want that.
He's being
That's
smart
a
about
dope
things.
friend, though, right?
Come work for me. It's a dope friend.
Oh, it's a dope
Oh,
friend.
like, what do you want?
You don't have anything.
I have to be my friend Skiffy. Just give me that money.
Major.
money. No, but you know. I think you were onto something with regards to what Kagiso is saying, right?
I didn't read that part.
But I also
you-
didn't read. But I don't see anything wrong, by the way, with him working. Because
Yeah.
as a man, you need to provide.
You get what I mean?
There's nothing wrong, especially
Yeah.
if you know that you were doing something else. There's a lot of people that used to be big shots at big companies, and then no one is going to hire them, then they have to start from the bottom again.
Yes.
That's exactly what he's doing. There's nothing. Yes, maybe he's got those
I think
moments.
society has expectation
Exactly.
because you once were a big person.
So stay big.
So
Do
stay big,
do big person
things. We don't want to see you okoropa ko,
Kanjani.
Shoprite or whatever.
Kanjani.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he needs to eat. He needs to feed, I don't know who, but he needs to hustle. You see? So I think we should also, as society, just move away from having these expectations of if I was once upon a time a big shot, then life just throws a few.
But now, this is why, into what we're talking about society. That's why we're going to have this Abantu Bazo team.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why you have people like a gunman. He's so rest in peace. Where he killed himself. Because now,
Yes.
you feel like out of entertainment, you don't have anything to do. Like Mr. Mphela himself.
Yeah.
Like you find, for argument's sake, he doesn't want to be into sports anymore. I mean, with sports, you start from a tender age. That's the only skill he has.
Yeah.
So if he wants to develop another skill, he would need to start from the bottom like any...
Any other person. True.
Yes.
He'll be a manager in the next.
So in
maybe 2
fact,
years.
they must applaud him that he's strong enough to say, I'm a public figure
Big ups,
and
bro.
I'm a superstar, but I'm starting from the bottom.
I will respect you.
And
That's a dope move.
Started well, started we.
Okay.
But I think
I respect you.
I think what he did actually is very commendable because
It is, bro.
this thing went viral when he posted a picture of himself. That shows him being the new sales executive at
Oh, he did it himself.
So
Hence, I'm
he-
also
he
thinking
did
it's
it
from
in-
the love.
and he did it from his
And it's also a good sales
Instagram.
strategy to get clients.
You get what I mean?
He's got a big following, so you
Yeah.
need all of those people to come and buy cars from
Some
you.
people loved you for who you were back then. They'll be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to go to that dealership. I'm going to give that guy a sale.
Oh no, listen, if your girl is scooped up by a VW this December, it's that guy's fault. Oh, the register stop mal.
Like apparently the dealerships, if they make sales, they get a fair
Obviously,
amount.
that's how sales works, right? You have to get a good commission.
Yeah,
And I think
so-
it was a strategic move. Now, I'm just kidding, by the way. Like, shout out to the boy for like doing his thing.
So I can say we.
Shout out to
Yeah, nah. I just wanted to feel a bit independent, young pug. But yeah, shout out to the boy. Like, nah. Or the time, actually, because it's not the boy no more. Shout out to the
No,
time,
you
he's
can,
doing
you can
things.
just
How old is
say
he,
shout
by
out.
the way?
Maybe
old
he's
is he?
probably like 40 now.
What do you?
In soccer player years, bro. In soccer player years.
Yeah, but I think after soccer career, you go back to your normal age. You can't keep that age for forever.
Okay, wait.
It doesn't work anymore. It doesn't benefit you
not
anymore.
feasible.
So you need to go back to your normal age.
Does he still look good?
Hi,
It's not a question we can answer.
No. Guys. I mean, like, does he look fit? Like, does he look?
he still
soccer
looks
player?
fit. Yeah, he still looks like he can score a couple.
He doesn't
of
look like he chills at the corner there and drink a little.
Nah.
Heineken.
I think there will be
he
a
looks
slight.
clean, yeah.
Okay.
There will be
nice.
I mean, for
slight,
for a 38-year-old, he looks
he's 38?
Yeah, it is very decent.
No, he's still fucking young. Yeah, bro. So imagine.
Fucking young, 38.
He's young, For a career to end at that age. Not that it ended just recently, but if he's no longer playing, 38 is, guys, you still have a long way.
Till
38.
60.
Till 60, 70. And depending how long he's going to
You're
live.
38, you had a great career, and your taps are already running dry. It's giving, I blew it.
Nah, the money was going to run out anyway.
Guys, how loser that kind of income? How adjust the lifestyle?
But
You would be expected
not a lot
to.
of people are your David Beckhams.
Yeah, you see that.
Hence, they make this, if let's say 100K,
Yeah.
banka 10K every month ba investela yona.
Yeah.
Then after your retirement, ba ufa yona like in stipends or they have it investment then uthola interest.
Yeah.
Because now,
Well, it
as
just
soon as you
continues to grow,
retire,
yeah.
like anyone that gets a salary, you're going broke.
You see what I'm saying, guys? Everything we're saying is going back to what I said earlier. Dear South Africans, dear fellow South Africans, ngicela nikhulume ne-government yenu ukuthi ibe nesasa yama-soccer player. I-government is busy involving itself in things that have no use or purpose for us as young people. Imagine if, because look at what you're saying.
Disappointment.
Exactly. If our government said, yo, guys, we know that you guys, I blew it. Let's take that 10, 20K. But instead, what is the government doing? It's partnering with Heineken for nonsense. Right? Okay.
I think for the first time, I feel like I can actually be on Tsikima's wise side and be like, you know what? You are okay. I'm not saying she never spoke sense back then. I think
you just don't like her tone.
No. I think I'm cool with her, but I think everybody has just been banning at her, for a lot of things that she might have maybe brought up in the past. But yeah, so it turns out that the government, like you are saying,
I said nothing.
Is partnering with Heineken for them to sponsor taverns in the communities. And taverns are mostly found in your
The
townships.
communities, yeah.
And we are already having a drug / alcohol issue in the country,
Sure.
especially in the black communities. So I think, like you said, they are funding nonsense. They're entertaining kak, and no, I think it's
Almost spit on the mic, bro.
it's a crippling move. And once again, the black child is being the one crippled.
I just think they're capitalizing on the addiction, the alcohol abuse. That's what they're trying to do.
But now, why don't they sponsor maybe into sports?
I think they are capitalizing.
Maybe netball. Heineken is sponsoring netball,
No, it's not gonna work.
tennis. But I'm just saying. But now,
I get you.
why is government? My whole point of government is empowerment.
Yeah.
How is the Pia, Kokasi, or in a tavern giving any empowerment to the youth?
Exactly. It's crippling them.
So wait. Government, Heineken, their partner. This is giving brutal fruit she bean. You guys remember, like,
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
giving brutal fruit cheap, even though the concept of brutal fruit was different because they didn't partner with the government, of which this is what the government should have partnered with, because brutal fruit was like, no, we want to create a shebeen for women. It's a she. So even if we book a DJ, even if we book but guys, imagine a female bodyguard. Okay, so
Gaddafi had female bodyguards.
who?
Muammar Gaddafi.
So
Those are
actually, I
weird,
wanted
Apple.
to follow you on that shipping thing, but I
Yeah.
realized that, hey,
Gashisa.
don't go there. So what I wanted to say is the argument that Panyaza Lusufi was making with regards to the partnership that they that they have with the Heineken
Yeah.
is that this is obviously going to create more jobs if they do this partnership with revamping all of these old taverns, Sekasi, and everything else. But that's a benefit. So I think in that case, they were supposed to look at the fact that, because with anything that you do, you need to weigh the pros and cons, right?
True.
The youth is tend to lose more than the ones that are
Than the
going to be
weight
getting
gain,
jobs
yeah,
from
yeah.
there. So there's a bigger lose than the win that is going to be there. The win is just going to be, yes, there's going to be jobs, but more youth is going to be, they're going to drink their futures away.
They
And I
already
totally
are.
agree, because you are right to say, I think they were supposed to just weigh the pros and cons to say, what are we actually going to be getting out of this? Are we going to be getting negative more than the positive that we are intending to bring out of this?
Sure.
And I don't think it was well thought. I think they just, I think somebody knows somebody and they want to give somebody money, and it's that thing, Yaguti, okay, fine, let's run with it. It just does not make sense, because already we are approaching December.
Bro.
Roads are mostly an issue during the festive season.
Absolutely.
Because of drinking and driving.
Yeah.
So as a government that is trying to rectify that, don't get involved. Let Heineken do it themselves. Just don't get involved.
Very last of you.
But if you're going to be getting involved, then clearly you are saying,
Akpuzwe.
Akpuzwen, you know?
Yeah,
And then you're going to be going out foot and say, guys, we are going hard on drinking and driving. If you drink and drive,
actually,
we
it's
are
like
going
you're
to
shitting yourself.
arrest you.
Yeah, okay,
Doesn't
yeah.
fucking make sense.
Yeah, okay.
Ridiculous.
You
No,
wanted to
shut
say
up.
something.
You're right.
Yeah, to
You're
add
right.
on you see, if they were going to say maybe we going to bump up delivery, where instead of you going to a tavern to go drink, we'll get your booze delivered
Yeah,
to where
delivered
you
to you
at,
so that you
so you
don't
don't
have
have
to
to
move.
drink and drive.
Correct,
Yeah,
yeah.
Now I'm
then
trying
it
to
would
run
make
away from
sense
problems
from
at
there.
home, boy.
Yeah.
Because now we would say maybe it's initiative to reduce the accidents that are happening on the road since
Yeah.
festive season's approaching.
Yeah.
And also Lesufi Panyaza coming from education, and Nesfas also is in the verge of collapse.
Yeah.
Probably he could maybe say, let me divert my energy
To
into
fixing-
some
No,
partnering
wait,
with
wait,
Heineken.
wait. How did you just brush past Nesfas almost collapsing? Like, oh, by the way, Nesfas is about to collapse. And you're like, yeah, anyway, Heineken here?
Yeah, it's struggling. But what I'm saying is they're focusing on booze, and his strongest point is education, and education in SA is lacking.
Yeah,
Booze
but
is not lacking. I mean,
Maybe he started drinking.
If anything.
you also need to understand though that education is no longer his portfolio anymore.
Scope of support.
He's now a premier of the entire province. So now he's going to do all of these things, especially with regards to making the economy of the province, So he's going to focus more on those things. I don't think he's gonna, maybe he will, but I don't think he's gonna put any
imagine
effort.
you as an influential figure, as a government.
Yeah.
You see the betterment of a province being in partnership with alcohol. We know alcohol is it can be as detrimental as your nyaupe.
Practically.
Yeah. But Nyaupe is an extreme example.
No,
but
it's not. It's on the same
actually in the
category.
same line. Yeah, it's in the same category. Like, I don't think we are
They
running
guiding us
too
it's a
far
pankang
off.
skolo to go to someone's house and
But
it's
you
just
must check
alcohol.
alcohol.
and-
We used to do that.
exactly.
It's a lie, Papa. Aba we need Papa. Unadlala fella for podcast ke content allegedly, Papa.
We used to
Aba
do
yes,
that.
until- You're really gonna watch this.
My mama told her this the other day.
Oh, yeah, was very good.
No, but I never used to do it like on an extreme level. But I told
Okay.
her that once or twice we probably went to.
And it was
Mamamiam's
not once
house
or
and
twice.
then-
Uchi.
yeah.
It was not.
But
once or
now,
twice.
with that once or twice, there are people who don't come back from that.
Yeah, like there's those
And
kids.
that's why on the alcohol
Yes.
beverages, it always says,
No.
this is addictive.
I don't mean to follow you with that thing because now I'm gonna prolong it, but I'm actually gonna say this, right?
Yeah.
When I was telling this to my mom the other day, I was making an example. I was telling her that this is what I used to do. And she was surprised, obviously, because she didn't think I would do that.
True.
But I was telling her that even though I did that, that never became my thing.
True.
To your point, there's a lot of kids that actually that becomes their thing. And then that's where their future vanishes.
Yeah.
Right?
True.
But that never became my thing because even though I did that, I think it was stage
Yeah,
from
at a
my
stage,
part.
it was
Adolescence.
just, yeah.
Otherwise, I grew out of it. In fact,
Okay.
it never even went on for that long.
True.
But you're right, because
It was out of
not everyone
experiment
comes out of
and-
it.
But put it this way, let's go back to what Karen was saying, where they went to church and they were talking about this.
Yeah.
If you're coming from a household where alcohol is a thing, and when are you in school and you see your government figures, they promoting this alcohol thing, then in your head, like my father does it, the government's doing it, then it's not
Let's
so
roll.
bad. Let's
Yeah.
go with
Correct.
it.
That's
if the
why-
government is condoning it. Then
That's why OG
I
is
guess
like,
it's
why
the
the
right path.
whack moo?
Yeah.
Like, you guys deserve a moo. Like, it's
Yeah.
right. Like, for a whole government, like, why is that partner really purity or something?
know what
I
I
don't
mean?
know.
Yeah.
You know what
Kapa
I
batho
mean?
ba etsang di-sanitary pads for
Something,
women.
yeah.
Anything.
Always like,
Children are
Abu,
out there in need and shit, but yeah, they going wild.
To also add just a young 2 cent with regards to what Nsigi was saying. Nsigi was actually asking a question that, okay, I hear you saying that you're going to revamp all of these taverns, Ekasi, but are these taverns also going to move to the white communities too? Because,
you get what I mean?
No, but they don't have taverns in white
Yes,
communities.
they do have the bars, but a bar compared to a tavern, those are two different
Yeah,
places.
those are two totally different things.
Now put it this way, why is it in suburbs you can't open a certain number of alcohol dispensaries in a certain area?
Yeah.
So for example, the area we're in now, if you want to open let's say a bottle store or tavern,
Yeah, should be far
there
from the school.
would be like a community meeting. They're like, no, we already have enough. We don't need any more. But Kokasi, you can have 5 in one street.
Yeah, because I itaula wa wetsa nkare o tsebe
what I'm
wena
saying
o
is
rata
that-
go act nkare South Africa e na le molao.
No, everyone watawa, but
Exactly.
what I'm saying is
That is
what
the answer,
Ntiki
because
saying
everyone
is-
watawa.
What I'm saying, Ntiki was saying is white communities are heavily protected, but you as a black person is anything destructive. Fine, let it.
Yeah,
let
but
it
you
do
must
it.
remember
community
it's
though.
still.
Yeah, like
the community
that's
within
very
the white.
stupid.
But I don't even think it's more of a community within the white, because I think the board would also need to make a decision as to whether this goes or not. And when I say the board, I mean the government or.
But to approve on your licenses,
Yes,
they can
the
say
guys
no.
that are-
We already
yes.
have so many
So and so,
alcohol
yeah.
places here. No, it's enough with.
Ngisafumbathisa yazi nina inkinga ukuthi meni kwi-podcast nivele ngicabanga ukuthi South Africa ise-America siyafumbathisa la. You just give them steknyana or something, they're gonna act like they didn't
We
know.
need to correct and correct and correct.
That's never gonna happen anyway. I'm not even gonna do you have any closing remarks about this?
Nah. I think
Hope. The only time South Africa's ever gonna have hope is if hope is a political party.
We should start
that
with
makes
it.
sense.
Yeah, and also guys, don't forget, let's register to vote. Let's be
Yeah.
responsible
Yeah.
citizens.
It is
And
that time, guys, when you must vote, guys. Stop this thing. You're going to, hey, NC's
Yeah.
gonna win. Just vote.
Yeah.
For what you want.
And that
Bring
leads
change.
us. That is leading us into BTW. By the way, so we have a new segment where we're just gonna quickly touch on what we feel like needs to be spoken about or what we want to give props to. So does anyone quickly have a cha? Because we're
Yeah,
gonna wrap it
guys.
up. Yeah, what's up?
Snoop Dogg, man. Kutloba rasa o batla o quita o tsuba entirely.
Another
He's on three.
publicity stunt for me.
You think?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Because I looked at that thing. He posted the picture, I think, on Insta. I saw the picture from his Instagram.
Yeah.
He just said, I can't remember, so I'm going to paraphrase, but he said, I'm quitting smoking, or I quit smoke, something along those
Yeah.
lines. For me, he did not go into it.
Yeah,
or
he didn't. Yeah.
put it like, say it that weed is not my thing anymore.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
he
And
did
give
not say all
and
of
maybe
that.
give a touch of reasons behind that. Because
Exactly.
it's a sudden move.
So it was just
When you've
so
inspired so
my
many
mind
people
is
to
telling me
smoke.
there's a song that's coming.
You think?
Okay, wait.
Okay.
So let's do this.
Most
This-
probably.
As ke se go letsena mo leganong. So,
Yo.
for context, it says, after much consideration and conversation with my family, I've decided to give up smoke. Please respect my privacy at this time. Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg.
Yes.
That privacy part
Give
as
up
well is
smoke.
also what.
Maybe asa batla go itsuba, batla go ija
Why are
kadinje.
you at Fete Bare? Respect my privacy. You could have just kept it to him.
At this time, meaning temporarily.
Okay, now it makes sense
because I'm
why
cooking
you might
something.
actually-
Give up smoke. That's it.
Okay, another, by the way, guys.
It's a publicity stunt, I think. What do you think, Maniga?
Well, now that you say that, I believed it.
But now who
Because
that question
I
mark
saw
that?
a little clip of his before this whole thing came out where they asked him to say, hey, do you still smoke as much as you did back then? And he was like, no, I brought it down a bit. I don't smoke as much. And sometimes I come across people who'd be like, hey, come try this. And he's always be like, hey, guys, I'm not a machine. I can't try out every type of weed that you bring at me.
And that's dope. Shoot to Pemalo and Jelo, good don't know testing in your family, jumping in Tembe.
So I think there was that element of belief in it. But now that you mention, I'm now in between to say it could also be a public stunt.
Wiz Khalifa is losing a bestie, guys. But let's go. Is there another, by the way, that we quickly want to glide on for the sake of
Nah, not for me.
wrapping up?
Okay.
Because there's a lot of things that happens. I'm just gonna glide past it. Shout out to Nadia Nakai for coming at us with a duplicated version of Gucci. I mean, she's now the ambassador of Gas South Africa.
Oh,
So
that's
yeah.
a shot.
Yeah, no, because I'm a creative. If you guys could go and it's not Nadia's fault. Shout out to you, sis. You're doing a great job. Well done to you, because they say, hey, chelete ya mang mang. You're showing them that you reckon it for yourself. Shout out to you. But if you can see the comment section, just go to Nadia's Instagram and just see. She's wearing like tapa tapanyana, and it looks like Gucci.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, no. So shout out to her for expanding her bag also, and shout out to also Tyla for featuring on Travis King. No, featuring Travis Scott, I think, on the remix of Water. We even saw a picture of them together. I think they were at some award thing.
I think they were at the club. From that picture, there's a video where they're dancing together.
Together?
So, yeah, and the song
Yeah,
is
that
playing in the
Water song
background.
is clearly pure. Everybody's just
Yeah,
jumping.
man, everybody's just doing the absolute most.
The dope thing is that it's just one song that took the girl everywhere.
Yeah.
And it's a dope thing.
Yeah.
It also shows that
Water's good
I'm
for your
sure he's got
Drink water. Pizza lamanzi wena. Look at KG laugh.
I think it also shows that I'm
Pizza
sure
Lamanzi.
she has 1,000 songs that she has done before, but it only takes one song, guys. One
blow
song.
up, ne?
And the song that you're not feeling
It's
could
probably
be
the
the
one.
one.
Be the one, ne?
Because there's just to do a young analogy. I remember MT was saying the same thing about Roll Up.
Yeah.
He actually hated Roll Up, and that's the song that actually blew him up.
Yeah, and that song is hot till today.
Bro, that song
If you
still
could,
bangs.
if you could hit it today, like
So this is also a motivation to people that please don't give up. You just one song away from actually blowing up. Just one.
one podcast episode away from
One opportunity away.
Dog.
That's also dope. Just going through them, we also have Somizi's ex allegedly getting engaged. I'm just gonna say this on behalf of everyone. Everyone is me and my multiple personalities. Asinendaba. Akuhlangene. Sekuphelile, let people do what they want to do, honestly. But one thing that I just really wanna shout out before we wrap up on my end. Shout out to Chris Brown for doing what she did for our little oh my boo, la la la. But how he sampled that for the girl and made sure that he dropped a new body of work actually to give context, Chris Brown. And on the song 1111, he credited Intogaza and it's on literally like credited. What I won't dwell on though is the money because there's different sums and fees going like bamo file 3 million, bamo file 6. Yeah, marota I don't care about that. But the fact that you respected her intellectual property and you credited her for that, shout out. I'm just also gonna put it out there, Chris Brown, I cannot wait until you work with Kuduza. Like I know people don't know who that is.
who?
Kuduza. And I'm gonna leave it there.
Ukuduza, bruh.
I'm gonna leave it there.
Maybe you can tell us who Kuduza is.
No, it's fine.
People would like to know so that they can go and search about
It's fine.
Kuduza.
Guduza. Search. All I'm gonna say is I cannot wait until he jumps on because
Giving them homework.
Yeah, exactly. It's something to ponder on because I'm saying this if you don't know, it's because Chris Brown firstly started by reposting this girl.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you're amazing. He has been doing the same thing to every 3/4 video that this guy posts. He's like the South African Chris Brown, this boy. And I mean like and Zulu. They're actually making waves right now in the UK. They have a group called The Joy, but he's blowing up on TikTok, blowing up on Instagram. He's got a beautiful voice. No one harmonizes in the world as close to Chris Brown does, like Ukutuza does. He's absolutely amazing. I cannot wait until that boy blows up, and I cannot wait until Chris Brown does some work with him because Chris Brown loves Ukutuza. Indoda emnyama emhlophe ngezenzo. I'm done.
Shout out to Kuduza. I want to say this regarding the Chris Brown thing and the girl. I certainly respect Chris Brown for respecting the girl.
Recognition.
Yeah, but
Bro,
he's a creator, so he gets it.
I know a couple of people that have sampled songs and things of
Never gave
our
credit.
own people here. They don't even credit no one.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
he did an honorable thing, especially to pay and actually credit because she got paid for the sample and she's still going to get money
Royalties.
from exactly.
Well, I hope that is
So-
the case because that was my,
No, I trust
that was
Chris.
my concern.
I trust
to
Chris.
say the figure that was presented, I felt like I'm happy for what he did. I appreciate that.
Mara ngathi
And I
ncane.
feel like, you know what, that's a brilliant, respectable move. However, on the figure that was given, if that is the correct figure,
Yeah.
I think it was like 56,000.
About 63,
Yeah, I think it was-
63K. Like that was
It was
63K.
3K in dollars, so I think converted it's
that's
50.
peanuts.
3K in
Honestly
dollars.
speaking, that is peanuts. And that's what really triggered me.
No, but guys,
to
wait.
say I really hope there will be royalties because in the event that there aren't,
then that's fuck all.
Wait.
No, but yes, please.
Wait. I am so sorry to interject, but guys, she is not in the song singing. She's just like a background. Like she's like a little beat. Harmonizer.
Like you said, her
vaguely.
intellectual property.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, that's what I'm responding to as well. The intellectual
okay,
property
okay.
part of it. To say, if this is yours
Okay.
and it has been used elsewhere, then can you at least get what you deserve?
So there's a picture that shows that she's been credited, right? I think it's taken from all the credits.
Yeah,
from
even
the
on
song,
Spotify,
right?
if you search the song, you're gonna see it.
The other thing, I think the money is enough, and I'll tell you why. I think he was just trying to be nice when he paid the money. I think the money is enough because number one, the song is not the song.
Thank you.
What,
She's
like it's not
singing-
a full song?
Yeah, no, it's not it's not a song that is recorded. She's
Okay.
just singing in a classroom.
And he took that and he used it and he said, "Thank you."
He's basically paying for the voice that's singing, not the song. So there's no song.
So we're gonna
I
come
think-
back to the copyrights and,
Yeah.
and to say
so
it,
I
it
think if
wasn't
maybe there was a
noted
song,
as,
there was going to be a better arrangement
Okay.
in terms of what are we paying,
Thank
what
you.
are we
This is
paying
what I was
for.
trying to say.
So I think the money is enough because it's just a song that she's just singing in a classroom, and that's what he sampled. And I still say that he did an honorable thing for paying,
Yeah.
and especially for paying for just a girl that's singing in the classroom. So I think the money is enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I respect that. I feel like it's brilliant. I really am
All right.
still a bit touched about the fact that
Chaltenyan. KG, any last closing remarks before we wrap it up? You want to say you love us? You know you do.
Maybe sometimes. Not you, Karen, today. After calling me a simp.
Yo.
Anywho,
I didn't say you're a simp. I said the boys alluded to. Wait again, guys. Actually, this fight should be saved for BTS out of camera. It's been absolutely amazing. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Shout out to you. Love to all of you. Thank you for commenting, sharing, liking, and subscribing. Tell another friend to tell another friend what a podcast the air is gonna run the streets and the Bonyaupe Battle Suita. That's how much you're gonna run the streets. We love you and we will see you again next week. All love.
We're coming.
thank you.